Where did the damsel go? Why don't we have delicate, graceful, and sometimes even vulnerable heroines anymore? Am I alone in missing the damsel? And am I the last of the girly girls who would actually prefer that the men do the fighting? Because it just seems like we are constantly inundated with propaganda about who the modern woman is supposed to be, and I just can't relate to her. The modern female hero, the woman we're supposed to be looking up to, is strangely just like a man, only better, I guess, because since she's female, that somehow makes her better. She can kick ass in a way that looks not only impossible, but absurd. She's better than everyone else, never has to address her own flaws, and she always has this overly fierce look on her face that I think is supposed to be intimidating. But she just ends up looking like a chihuahua facing down a German shepherd, full of all this intense bravado, but you can tell she's never actually fought anything tougher than a squeaky toy. I don't know, whoever this modern female hero is, I feel like she's miles away from who I am or who I've ever wanted to be. While I like to be as proficient at taking care of myself as I can, I don't have any kind of innate desire to stand side by side with male warriors, or even more than that, I certainly don't have any inclination to replace a man as some magically better female version of whoever he is. I'm happy to support my male allies, and I'm grateful that there are so many of them out there that are willing to defend the rest of us. You see, I do enjoy a good girl boss story, and I like to push myself to be competent and capable. But I don't want to fight monsters and bad guys, and I don't begrudge the men who fight them on our behalf. They keep pushing this masculine, testosterone-fueled woman image on us, and it just doesn't match with who we are and what we want. It's constantly unrealistic, and it's an invasive, unwanted species that men don't want in their stories, and I don't think women are asking for it either. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that women can't do amazing things. We've proven that we can. I'm just saying that maybe this idea that women are just as good as men in the physical realm is not reasonable. And most of us aren't drawn to this idea anyway. The media and popular culture keeps telling me that I'm supposed to be empowered and a leader, and that I somehow inherently possess the ability to do everything men can do, and it's not just that I can somehow magically do everything a man can do, I could somehow even do everything better. And the biggest message I keep hearing is that I don't need a man, and that I can conquer any field I set my sights on and be radiant, proud, and amazing on my own. I can send Prince Charming packing because I got this on my own. Except somehow it all feels wrong. Somehow it feels empty and upside down and hollow. And I think that's because I'm just a normal woman who likes normal woman things and has always wanted a good man by my side as my partner. He with his strengths and me with mine. And we complement each other because he's strong in ways that I'm not, and vice versa. And I like it that way. I've never wanted to be a leader, not on a battlefield, but also not even in the corporate world or my community. I've never wanted to kick butt and fight and do all the things that men can do. I know that there are some women out there that do want these things, and sometimes they are really good at it. But I kind of think that maybe there aren't as many of them out there as we're being told. I just kind of think maybe there are a lot of women out there who are like me. And we've been fed this lie that men are toxic and violent and bad for us, and we are better than them. But here's the thing. When it comes to men, I will definitely concede that they could be truly dangerous. In my lifetime, the biggest threat to my life has always been dangerous men. There's no denying that. And even men will agree with me when I say this. But on the flip side, the best protection I've ever had has always been a good man. Men are not toxic and bad for us. Bad men are toxic and bad for us. And I think we need to start making sure people understand this distinction. They need to stop pushing the men are toxic and women are better than men narrative. It's the message that's toxic, not the men. I think we're all tired of this nonstop propaganda about how amazing we women are and how much better we naturally are than men. I don't like that for myself. I don't like that for my daughter, and I definitely don't like that for my husband and son. No one wins. I admire well-written female action heroes, and in my heart, I want to think that if I was faced with having to stand up to a tyrannical enemy to protect someone I care about, that I could rise to the challenge. And I even like action movies, but I don't need to feel represented in action movies. I'd much rather watch Chris Hemsworth or Henry Cavill than Viola Davis or whoever this chick is. If you want me to feel represented in your story, show me in a love story. And it's okay to let the handsome hero save me. I'm really quite okay with that. Unlike the modern-day girl boss hero who's completely ignorant of her personal failings, I'll work on my character to make myself deserving of being saved. Because when it comes down to it, good stories are all about good character and not about how much ass you can kick. And that's actually what I prefer. And I don't think I'm alone. I think there are a lot of us out here waiting for the film industry to give us more Prince Charmings and less stunning and brave, super empowered girl bosses. Thanks for listening. Take care.